Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you all for attending to this beautiful, great sat now. Just going to do one thing I just did a moment ago, but give me one brief moment. I'm going to look at you while I set something right quick. Just make sure that I'm going to just do this one time, use this one time. It's like a gong, but it's going to be unique. So here we go before we start. Okay. Blessings on that. That's my favorite blessing here. One of my favorite blessings there. And here this go. Here we go. Do this one time. It's silent. Probably do it more than one time. Okay. Alrighty. So thank you all for your presence, man. Your presence is very important. Just did wash my little hair, so kind of it's getting back to the twist vibe, which is a blessing. Dear friend of mine told me not to twist my hair while she do like videos and stuff like that. Just I guess it could just look weird, but that's their view, and I accept their view in reference for our side. That's their expression. But let's go forth, break bread. I want to include my ancestors respectfully, all my ancestors, those who are especially continuing being healed. You know, I'm gonna say we are respectfully healing, continually healing as to get collectively together, and of course including myself. I'm a dad, so my inner healing will be a blessing to my daughter. I'm not physically around her that much, but I send much beautiful, great. Even in these videos, I still be premeditating into meditation, sending her beautiful, great love and support. And I'm grateful that my ancestors blessed me to be able to provide not just only support, but any other way that I can help. So I want to include my beautiful, great business ancestors. I want to include definitely my research ancestors. The list continues to continue to expand and expand and expand. Definitely want to include, for the subject we're talking about, my diplomatic ancestors and my elder ancestors. In a sense of saying, and also my healer ancestors, respectfully, and stuff like that. Give thanks always for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you contribute, if you're letting your spirit, whether that's a communication, respectful from unto your ancestors, to bless me. I give thanks for y'all blessing me, and I also give thanks for blessing you all. So that's a blessing in general. And just want to, continue the highest respect and the reverence to the creators, the makers of life, 100% overall, for just allowing life to continue to expand, extend, and all that good stuff. So, let me say this sensitively to say, y'all, don't take this respectfully as me being racist, because I'm not about that. I'm about healing. I'm respectfully about healing, because that's what we need as a member of the indigenous melanated tribes, ancient Toronto, and ancient descendant of the long-breeded seed of the indigenous tribe. Respectfully, in the present era, it's obvious that this is the opportunity. And it seemed to be a rare opportunity, but it's a build up from the previous generations to lead into this generation era to give us a beautiful, great opportunity to have such a strong position to heal, And as we heal, we're healing not together. We're not healing easy as fast as possible to heal together so fast. But we're healing together continue to have an effect, greatly affect to heal within ourselves first, and then it penetrates and it concentrates as potency, like you're doing it, like experiment in terms of language there. Goes into the affecting of the bloodline, the family tree. Because if it affects, say, for example, outside the family tree, then the question proposed is, how powerful would it be? How powerful would it? How powerful and would it? How powerful would it be effective to affect the blood tree first? So it makes sense, literally logically, that we heal within ourselves first, so that our family line, our bloodline, continues to be deeply and powerfully healed. So that when we do have other interactions with outside of the family tree, with other different tribes, it's not that when that interaction with that other tribe can look back at our tribe and say, wow, your tribe is weak, so we can't really be doing interaction that much, because the connections are not going to be strong, are not going to be are not going to be you know what I'm saying, very concentrated. So it's just like an example, when you creating a product including anything dealing with earth properties basis and material basis, you're gonna want to make sure that the material is good material in general. You're not going to deal with the fake material, fake stuff, because the fake stuff ain't gonna last long. It's limited in that sense. Just want to make that clear for y'all. So we as an indigenous melanated tribe, black people, we have been doing businesses with all other tribes. I mean, come on, look, you can look at it through history books. I mean, history itself, like the wise saying goes, history repeat itself of some sort. Well, there could be a bookmark, and there could be something that can change in that radical revolutionary sense. Because if we, as an indigenous melanated tribal people, black people, color people, as we do business, I mean, as I said earlier, I include my business ancestors and research ancestors. If we do interactions with our own people first, and we not only start with, far as like, for example, going to different tribes and say, okay, now we're going to start doing business with you. If we respectfully heal within ourselves first, address the healing points, the healing areas that we need to heal, from masculine energy to feminine energy, from masculine creation to a feminine creation, from the counterpart of the feminine within the masculine, and from the counterpart of the masculine within the feminine. We are going to need to properly heal. It is an investment. And I'm really speaking business term about this. So investment meaning that we're going to need to invest into property, earthly properties, earthly based properties. We're going to need to invest into herbs. We're going to need, of course, to take care of our health. We're going to need to make sure that psychologically we need to get our psyches correct. I mean, not correct, but we need to heal that. We was respectfully, I know when I'm speaking to these terms, I know I'm speaking to myself first. So I have 5 fingers. Obviously, when I point my hand sideways, turn it the other way, what is my, of course, I was pointing straight directly at you, but if I tilt my hand this way, what is my thumb doing? My thumb is pointing back at me. So respectfully, this is addressing myself too, to be included in this and not to disinclude myself in this. So we've been doing businesses with all these other tribes, respectfully. And some of these tribes are not indigenous. Some tribes, understand, are not indigenous. They come into the population where the black people, respectfully say, are actually located. It's strategically, geographically planned out. I mean, it's at the same time too, it's business at the same time too. So they come set up their shops, and we support that. We go in their stores, we buy products, and there may be some commercial-based products, like, for example, a soda or water. These are convenient things we can easily buy, just that quick, easy. But if we just don't do too much interaction with the businesses of their businesses, and we step back and we hold our finances or whatever, and we say, you know what, we're not going to buy something from the store. But now, some products, respectfully, don't get me wrong, comes from natural earth. Some stuff is imported, respectfully, from different countries. Some things we use because we found out through the physical property from a certain country, the certain specific material of the property is powerful in certain attributes, certain ways. But I want to encourage and say that just as shipment is coming from different lands, different countries, or even the islands in general, we can still receive those specific products. We just have to have healthy connections. I want to definitely say them two words again. We have to have healthy connections. And healthy connections could come through, as we all know of, associated with like friends of the family. That could be coming through good connections we have across the seas. Even if we're in over here, we not may all be in our native lands. We may, some of us may be in our native land, if that's the case. But if 9 out of 10, we're not really in our native lands, but we are actually connecting to the native lands where we're originally from. Respectfully, we can have good connections with that. And I think, honestly, a support system, of having a good, healthy support system with our ancestors and a good connection with them and an investment with them, as vice versa. Just take a moment, just take a pause right now and reflect on the investment they done with us. They invested to make sure, if you just experience within your own bloodline family tree, if you just experience having another nephew, having another niece, if you just experience yourself giving birth as a woman, giving birth, not if you as a woman, naturally respectfully giving birth, that was an investment. That was not necessarily, oh, all of something, this boom pop out of the air, this just happened out of coincidence. Oh, this just happened just to happen. No, it was an investment. You got to really seriously step back. You got to really review this and be like, wow, I just had a baby. My case, my beautiful, beloved, blessing sister, she just had a baby. Now, that baby came at a cost. That baby did not come just because of, oh, you know what, it's just nice if she has a baby. That could be a conception. That could be an ideal. That could be a notion, you know. But in the end of the day, that was an investment. That was respectfully an investment. That was not no, oh, snap, you know, she just randomly had a baby. That was no, somebody before her, somebody before me, somebody before my mother, somebody respectfully, somebody before her father respectfully. The ancestors of the family line basically knew in advance that she is going to have a baby. And they knew in advance that they got to do certain specific procedures, specific protocols, steps directly to prepare her body, prepare her mind, prepare her spirit, prepare her soul, prepare specifically that her body gets ready for this release. Now, this is a true experience, not a scenario. Ever since, and when that baby came, for my case, for my blood tree family, I don't mind sharing this testimony. When that baby came within 2020, I believe, when that baby came, that was a breakthrough for my family. Because I'm going to be 100 honest with y'all. I'm going to be so blunt, clear, and honest with y'all, honestly. I did not honestly foresee my bloodline within my own blood family tree seeing another child come. I thought, real honest, respectfully, I thought my child was the last child in my blood tree. I really seriously did. I didn't see nobody else. My brother had babies already. My sister who passed away, bless her soul and bless her spirit, she had a baby, and, you know, so her beautiful great man see this kind of, you know, growing up, whatever, you know, advancing in life, fun life, whatever. And then was the only three. So my sister had a baby. She was the oldest. She's the first one that had a baby. My brother had a baby. He had babies, and now they're beautiful children. And then the next person who had one after him, funny to say, was the second to the last child for my mother. I was the last one. Well, I was the next one that had a child. And now the second one, I think she's the third oldest out of my family. Just going with the age here, you know, the line here. She is a third child. She skipped. So check this out. This see how powerful the ancestors are really involved with the family tree. So my sister, the first oldest, had a baby. So that's the generation that went through that path. Skip the generation over my next sister who got her college degrees, got a beautiful thing. I mean, she good things settled in life, established in life. She didn't have a child. You would think, honestly, 100%, that she would be the next one to have a child. Successfully established. And I give credit and again respect and much respect and gratitude and glory and praise to my ancestors. One, much respect, much reverence, because they helped her to be successful. They helped her to be successful. And I give thanks to the highest state of existence of acknowledging in life, to reverence in life, to the God state, a highest state of that. And I give credit to that, you know, credit to connection of that. And I give credit and respect and much reverence even to the inner enlightenment, whether that's a reflection, because my mother, you know, she She calls on Jesus Christ. She calls on the Lord a lot. So I give thanks to the Lord in a sense. I give thanks to the acknowledgement of the Lord, of Christ. I give thanks to acknowledgement of Christ, of Christ's reflection. And it's understandable that she would acknowledge in some sort of Christ because, you know, you trace back the lineage, you trace back the history of the mentioning of the revelation of enlightenment of Christ. That is that's a lot, but we're gonna get to that another day because I don't want to get off subject. But reference of I give thanks to that in general. So as you know, as she was successful going to the second oldest of my mother's children, she was successful. She didn't have a baby. Now I'm not saying this because 9 out of 10 she could look at this video and she could take what she take from it. I'm not saying that disrespectfully to her womb because she's potentially to have a baby. She can have a baby. I just don't. She just didn't have one yet. But she's already up in the term of the word age because she's already up in her little, her age. So I don't know if that's far as a reality. Is that a real reality for her? Because she's kind of up in that life. Her life done advanced a lot in her body. So, I don't know. We'll see if that happens. And that happened, that's just another blessing. So, skip the age, skip her. No disrespect to her. No disrespect. Please don't take this as disrespect, sis. Skip her. And then in 2020, I mean, man, it's amazing how this happened, man. You just got to step back and look at the power of this stuff, man. Skip her. And then many years later on, I'm talking about many years later on, my third oldest sister has a baby. I was like, yo, when the news broke, and I wasn't there to witness this child. No disrespect to my sister. That would have been nice, but I was not able to witness that. As far as physically, I wasn't physically there, but in spirit, I know in spirit I was there. And so she had a baby, and my mother had four girls, and she had 2 boys. Now she has another boy, which is my brother's son. He has a boy. He calls him his junior. And then I had a daughter. I thought I was going to have a son at first, but I had a daughter. So, and my brother, he has 2 daughters. So my mother has 4 girls, which additional of 5, 6, and then now 7. So she has literally 7 girls in the bloodline tree. 7 girls and 4 boys. That's kind of interesting, right? 4 boys and 7 girls. That's like, whoa, that's a major blessing. Major blessing. So the lineage is going to live long, boy. We going to live long, boy. We going to live long. By grace, mercy, and faith, we going to live long. So going back to the continuing to stand on subject in general, if as we continue in the hill, you can see a foreshadow. You can foresee how businesses is going to flourish in a family tree. Literally, how it's going to flourish in a family tree. And as we heal within the establishment, the successfulness of our business is going to be prospering. It's going to really be prospering because it's like everybody going to be doing something productively. And we're not going to have to need to go back and go to these little other, no disrespect to the tribes that are not indigenous. We don't have to go back to these tribes that are not indigenous, basically, not melanated, and we're going to be able to just do business with our own tribes. Now, some people have a question and say, well, how that's going to work with our melanated tribe? You see where we at. We can't hardly ever come together anyway, because, I mean, I know this is sad to say, but look at for example, a tragic event that is just always sad to just see it on every time the event happens. Look at, for example, when January comes around as an example, and the term Martin Luther King famous birthday day come around. Other tribes are looking at us and expecting us to come together, have a good time. But 9 out of 10, what happens? It's some crazy stuff that always happen. It has not ever stopped. And maybe next year, 2021, maybe there may be a difference now. Maybe there may be a difference now from the previous year, which is 2020, and doing all the things that's right now happening. Maybe there may be a different response of how we're going to interact if that's the case, that whenever that day come. Maybe there may be a difference. Maybe we maybe potentially maybe come around, come together a little bit more. Maybe we may be more sensitive about, not just necessarily Martin Luther King's birthday, disrespect to Dr. King, but maybe we may be able to be like, hey, you know what? We got to acknowledge truly, like, we really got to use his birthday. I'm sorry, Martin Luther King. I know we could talk about all the great things you said and all the marvelous things you did, but I'm so sorry, brother. We gonna have to use your birthday as a healing mechanism, because that's what we really got to do, and that's what we should have honestly been doing throughout the whole entire years, man. No disrespect to my people, man. We should have been using Martin Luther King birthday to heal. We should use Black History to heal. We should use a lot of things to heal, but we were just so caught up with, I don't know what was going on with us, and I think we were just so distracted and so damaged, man. We were just literally so damaged, man, to the point that we didn't even realize and recognize that, you know what, we messed up, man. Every other tribe is looking at us and seeing how damaged we are and saying, wow, they just don't see how messed up they are. They really messed up. But I say that in gratitude to us, because that has given us the leverage and given us the greater opportunity to say, wow, now we can step back. We can look within ourselves first, and we can start to heal. We can start to have those family gatherings. Not necessarily the guys where I'm going to speak, again, using my experience. I'm not talking about gatherings what I saw in my own blood family shit, where we have parties, you have liquor. Oh, shoot, next thing you know, somebody fighting in the family. I mean, I'm not saying that's not going to happen naturally. It typically does here and there. But we ain't going to have to do that. Now we can stop. Hey, put the liquor down, man. Matter of fact, let's not even bring this liquor around the family. Let's not bring no liquor around. Let's throw that liquor. Let's pour that liquor out, man. All them liquor stores, let's stop buying liquor from them liquor stores, because we don't need to keep doing that. Think about it. Just reflect on it. They put the liquor stores in the neighborhood because it's business. It's business constructive. So they're going to do that so that we can continue to buy them, and they put things on promotion, on sale. So you buy cheap things, and then guess what your body say? Your body may honestly tell you, I don't want this. I don't want this in me. Why you keep putting this stuff in me? It's damaging me, man. It's messing me up. And this is some deep stuff, man. And this is just from observation. It messed us up, man, as a people, man. And then next thing you know, the police come out, and it gives them so much more reason to just say, hey, y'all messed up. Let's just do what we want to do with y'all. And you can't blame them in a sense to say a little bit, just mind a little. You can't blame them, but it's because of the intoxication. So we just got to get back to the point where we got to say, forget the liquor stores. That could be the first one right there, if that's the case. We cannot endorse, we cannot support, we cannot supply the liquor stores with our money, with the finances, with the earnest buck, yeah, your work. And we can just keep that finance to ourselves. We can keep that finance and create products, the matter of fact, that doesn't even include alcohol. Alcohol is a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that wine is bad, because there's some good properties to wine, good for the body. Not too much indulging of it, but just liquor in general could be damaging. So we can make fruit wine, very amazing fruit wine. And we can have it at special occasions. We can have it at an occasion when everybody getting healed. And again, we may not sip on too many cups, but we can may take a little tip and then put the rest to the side and maybe just, whatever do. But if it's say, for example, if it's a hindrance and it has been something so immune to us, customing us, then we're gonna have to deny it. And is it gonna be easily? No, because it became a habit. A lot of that became a habit to heal, to help us to deal with stuff. And we may thought it has helped us, but 9 out of 10, it didn't really do nothing. It just only put a little bandage on the pain, and the pain's still there. And it's true, as a people, we have applied many defensive mechanisms over these, oh my gosh, over the decades and millennium of years to deal with the oppression. We have gotten drunk. We have like changed the identity of ourselves. We have picked up other concepts and say, oh, this is me. In reality, it's not. In reality, sad to say, it's not. We have forgotten who we were over this sad situations. And other tribes supported them habits that was not healthy for us, because it's business. They're going to make money off of the damage. They made money off of our damage. Do we blame them for making money in the sense to solve our damage? Not necessarily too much, because they saw an opportunity. and they took it. They just ran with it. So now it's the beautiful, great year of 2020 where we can just, again, this may not be new. I'm not promoting. This is actually new when I'm speaking. But this is a moment we say, you know what? We're not going to fund your liquor store. We're not going to fund businesses, clothing brands that, matter of fact, subliminally was about like literally painting pictures of subliminal messages saying we're gonna mock at y'all, we're gonna laugh at y'all, literally subliminally, leap right in front of our face, subliminally. But we will wear their clothes and feel so good. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm rocking me some good old, you know what I'm saying, some good old Gucci. I'm rocking me some good old, you know what I'm saying, whatever the latest fashion and rawest brand out there. You know, this era generation, y'all may, I don't know what the brand is because I ain't do, you know, I ain't do that research. But now it's the opportunity where we rock clothes like this. You know what I'm saying? I got on my own clothing material. And you know, I feel good about that because my clothing material, let me go to my notes right here. I have a beautiful clothing. I want, you know, I know it's going to take some business steps that I have to get certain things into the proper, you know, the proper certification of it. But I'm giving thanks and the gratitude, and I give thanks to y'all, whatever y'all are blessed to bless me with in reference of funds and whatever that, and that could be used to allocate to help get established, you know, these certain things so that these type of products can be out there for the community. I start locally first within Tampa, Florida, where I'm at, and then I branch out and go to the other lands where the other indigenous tribes are at. And that's on the long-term scale. But short-term, I start locally within the local community. Now, I will go to any indigenous, you know what I'm saying, local tribe, any indigenous, you know what I'm saying, local tribe within Tampa, Florida. If you in Tampa, Florida, then you can respectfully reach out to me. We can network. But by all means, I have people, different tribes, respectfully contact me through social media platforms talking about being an ambassador for my clothes. No, I'm not finna be no ambassador to wear your clothes. That's what you did with my ancestors. You did the same thing. You told them part of different, you know, your ancestors' previous party spoke a different way. But I'm not finna be an ambassador rocking somebody else to another tribe clothes. I'm not finna do that. If you respectfully are not part of the indigenous tribes, if you're not actually honestly tell you the truth, if you're not respectfully part of the indigenous tribes, and I'm talking about the indigenous tribes who were scattered and put in diaspora, if you're not part of our tribe, no disrespect, and it's really, you can take this, I'm not, again, being insensitive, being, whatever racist, the term racist to you, but I respectfully would not rock your clothing material. I just would not do that. I would not rock your products because that's what has happened over the years. And if it repeats again, then that's insanity. That's simply insanity. And that's just not healthy at all. So you respectfully, my return response to them, if anybody who has reached out to me like that so far, you respectfully can support funding, you know, the movement of the inner healing, the inner healing movement within this revolution times we're living in. You can support the movement in ways that it can be a productivity to support the connections to our ancestors. And I'm not just including my ancestors. I'm including respectfully every indigenous tribe who was scattered in different parts of the land. Some of us was scattered in the Caribbean. Some of us, matter of fact, is still, again, as I said earlier, still in the native land our ancestors actually was originated from. But some of us was not. Some of us was not. So some of us are scattered in the Caribbean. Some of us was scattered over there in the UN. Some of us scattered over here in the USA. So we've been scattered all abroad. I mean, some of us is in Germany. That's amazing, ain't it? Some of us is in China. You know what I'm saying? We just in different parts. I mean, it's like gold. It's like searching for gold, searching for treasure. And you'll see us. You'll literally see us in different parts of the land. You'll be like, what? I can't believe you actually over here. What? How did you get here? You know, how did you get over here? Why are you over here? And 9 out of 10, you go back tracing the back files. It's because of somebody brought my ancestor over here. They 9 out of 10 seem to multiply their seed. And all of a sudden, guess what? You see me. I'm here. I'm their seed. Wow. What an equation to the equation. So the answer to the equation. So but yes, that's what we're gonna have to dearly do, man. We're gonna have to stop supporting these businesses. We're gonna have to stop supporting a lot of these stores. And again, I understand we coming from a comfort place. I know has been comfortable to us for us to easily just go to the neighborhood corner store. But when you see a tribe behind that counter that don't respect you, and even if they're doing business, they still have some, like, you can just sense it. You can just sense like there's a tension between you and them, and you ain't do nothing to them. You ain't like being rude to them. You probably still coming up conductive, diplomatic. As I say, I reach out to my diplomatic ancestors and I include them into this beautiful Satnam. But you ain't respectfully coming disrespecting them. It's just that there's a natural, literally natural, just something there that does not agree. Just respectfully does not agree. And I would not encourage you to keep doing business like that with them. Now, what's going to happen? The effect, the aftermath, the solution, the equation to this, the resolution. What's going to happen in the soul emotion, our soul's emotion in this, is that it is a communication, respectfully, to our ancestors. Because they're giving us this, they are informed in us that this is what we have to do. We're going to have to not fund a lot of things, because a lot of things have the money the term work hard for has the attachment to that. So this is the opportunity for us melanated tribes. And I want to encourage you, don't focus on you have to have degrees to do something. Don't feel stagnated. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I gotta go get a associate degree. I gotta go get a bachelor's degree. I gotta go get all these degrees. You don't even focus on, oh, I gotta complete high school. Now, don't get me wrong, education is very, very important now. Don't get me wrong. But self-education of thyself is the highest degree, highest education you could have ever in your experience of so far life. Going forward, that's what we're going to need as a community. That's what we're going to need as within ourselves first. And that's what we're going to need within our families. Because we're going to need this understanding to apply within every area of our lives. We're going to need this to heal. This is the greatest opportunity that we may have right now as a melanated indigenous tribe. I can't speak for 10 or 5 or 20 years from now. But I can speak right now in the present moment. That this is the greatest moment for many years. Just reflect on, just take a moment, just reflect on every river that you see in the USA and out of the USA. Reflect on every time that if you're on a cruise ship and you are traveling on a cruise ship, if that's still going on, or if, as a matter of fact, if that's still giving access today. If you are able to be on a cruise ship and you're able to look down and look at that ocean, just visualize how many boats before the structure of the present land. Just visualize how much cargo of ship was full of us, respectfully, for the indigenous tribes, full of us. We was the cargo. We was the money. We was the profit. Now look at this. Now look where we at. Look how much over the years so many tribes profit off of the product. Off of the product. We was byproducts. Truth be told, that's a crazy thing. We was products. We was respectfully products. And in so many ways, we was product in religion. We was products in so many ways. In so many strategic ways, we was products and strategized in. But now the moment has come, gratefully to say and sensitively to say to the moment. The moment has come like a flower where we're gonna blossom through this. We're gonna make it through this. And I know it sounds like a message that sounds common, but honestly, we're going to make it through this. And other tribes know that. Matter of fact, when you go to a corner store and you just pay them your money, look in their face and watch how they respond. Look how they look at you. Look how they look at you. They are literally scared. They're in fear. Not fear like, oh, they scared like you're going to beat them up or something. But they're in fear like they know that going forward after 2020, it's not going to be the same way it was previous years before. You can't do that no more to us. You can't manipulate us no more. You can't act as if we won't know. You know what I'm saying? Now we actually know. Like we know that, matter of fact, we fund your business. We know, matter of fact, that we fund to have you have business. I have seen our people literally come inside these corner stores, matter of fact, even liquor stores, and do small little things. Sweep the floor. You know what I'm saying? Go outside, sweep the trash. Now, don't get me wrong. They making money. They getting a nice little butt. But let's be also too realistic. What else are they getting with the money? They may be getting a little shot, small little pin of shot. You know? They may be getting a little something. But is there going to be a really mutual respect there for them? In the 9 and 10, it won't. It'll just be something that just is sad. And these trials has been treating us as if we're like a depression state. We're a sad state. We're not a sad state, respectfully. We're not respectfully a sad state. We are very talented, as we all know of. We are very gifted. I mean, there's no limit to the power that's in us. There's just respectfully no limit. The universe confirms that when you look at night, when you literally look at the night sky, what do you see? You see basically us. No disrespect. But this gives us the opportunity to do something creative, to do something powerful with our healing. We can go forth, we can apply great healing to what we've been through. We can use our scars, our wounds to help one another. We can, gather as groups. We can gather as groups. But I'm not going to promote to gather as big on a big scale, to gather as like a large community sense. Meaning that going, oh, snap. I'm so sorry. I got to lower my voice a little bit. I'm a little bit too loud. So sorry, guys. Lower my voice. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me just send this test out right quick. I gotta lower my voice, y'all. I tried to do this a little earlier, but I had some other things to do. All right. I'm gonna just communicate that. So I'm gonna lower my voice. But yeah, so I definitely give thanks for this moment. My voice part was a little bit louder. I'm full of passion, man. I'm just excited about the healing. I'm excited about us healing, because that's like the best thing for us, man. We are healing through this experience. I hope everybody is. I hope everybody respectfully is. Hopefully we all are. Hopefully, but that's what we got to do. No problem. Let me just absolutely no problem. So yeah, they can hear me. Give me one moment, guys. Okay, no problem. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we're definitely healing. So I would encourage you to not